Welcome to Gigi's Gluten-Free Cooking. I'm Gigi, the gluten-free grandma. Today we're going to learn one of the most exciting gluten-free hacks I've ever discovered, using dehydrated potato flakes, instant mashed potatoes, as a binder instead of breadcrumbs. You might ask, why potato flakes? After nearly 20 years of gluten-free cooking, I can tell you they make the meat dishes moister, more tender, and more flavorful than gluten-free breadcrumbs ever could. Potato flakes absorb the juices and fat inside the meat instead of drying it out, so your final dish stays soft and delicious. Traditionally, breadcrumbs and milk have been used in a variety of ground meat dishes. Today, though, I'm going to use just instant dehydrated potato flakes. You could use them in meatballs, hamburgers, meatloaf, salmon cakes, a variety of dishes. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to use potato flakes as a binder by putting together a family-size meatloaf. I'm going to add a couple of eggs to the meat and then some herbs, some herb de Provence, pepper, salt, a bit of green onion. I'm just going to dump them in. Once you've mixed the egg and herbs into the meat, you're going to begin gradually adding the binder. You want to have enough to hold your meat together without making it too dry. So I'm going to add a bit of potato flakes, gradually mix it in, and now that it's been incorporated into the meat mixture, I see I'm going to need more potato flakes. So I'll spread some more. Now I'm going to continue the mixing process, gradually working in all the potato flakes until we have a good consistency. If you can still see potato flakes, that means you need to do a bit more mixing. But once all the potato flakes have disappeared, you're going to look at your meat mixture and see if it's going to hold together well. So I'm going to hold up a bit of the meat mixture with the eggs and herbs and some of the potato flakes in. And I can see it's almost to the right consistency. It's a little bit damp still. Originally, I had set aside 2/3 of a cup of potato flakes. I didn't use them all. As you can see, I added them gradually. So now I'm going to add more till I get a good, firm, dry, not too dry, consistency. And the binder has pulled the eggs, the herbs, and all the ingredients together into something I can now form into a meatloaf. There, I've got them all together. I see I'm going to use the full 2/3 of a cup. And once I have this integrated, mixed well, then I'm ready to form a loaf. Now that we've completely mixed the potato flakes into the meat and it's a good consistency, I'm beginning to form it into a loaf and place it in my loaf pan. There, okay. Now I'm going to press my meat down into the loaf pan and I'm going to make a well in the middle, about a knuckle deep, about an inch deep, all the way around. And so that it will cook evenly, You want to have the sides all the same thickness. I'm just going to carefully move this around a bit. Now, as you can see, I have a nice well in the middle, and I've formed the sides so that they're approximately all the same thickness, so nothing will burn. All right, now that I have my well, I'm going to put a sauce in the well, and it's a combination of brown sugar. I'm using a substitute, a sugar-free brown sugar swerve, and it's mixed with mustard and Worcestershire and ketchup. So I'm just going to pour that into the well that I've created in the center of the meatloaf. And I'm just going to move it around so we have a good, even spread. And there, that's ready now to go in the oven. Once the oven has reached 350, place the meatloaf in the middle of the oven. Once you've removed the meatloaf from the oven, and check to make sure the internal temperature has reached 160 degrees Fahrenheit, you can cut into it. I'm going to just cut through the center so that you can see how moist and tender the meat is with the mashed potato flakes. You can see here, it's lovely and moist, the meat is tender, and the meatloaf is done. You can see it's cooked all the way through and lovely and tender and moist. Thank you for watching Gigi's Gluten-Free Cooking. I hope you've enjoyed this episode about using potato flakes as a hack. If you enjoyed this gluten-free hack, please give the video a like. And if you'd like to learn more gluten-free tips and tricks, please subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.